Are we live? We should be live. I bet we're live soon. It says I'm live. Am I live? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think I'm live. There. And then let's get this ready. Let's see if anybody joins the stream. So, but for everybody that watches this in the future, here's a little unboxing. I will try to comment on it a bit. So here's the box if you buy the deluxe edition. Not deluxe, collector's edition, that's what it's called. So his wishes bought it and he let me record him unboxing it. He's showing off what he wants to show off and unboxing what he wants to unbox. So that's a little book you get with art in it. So get that, yeah, art book. It's kind of common nowadays to get that little art book. And that is a cloth map, but he's visiting me in the house that we are renovating, so he's not unpacking it from the plastic. That is a steel box you're getting. We haven't put up light in the living room yet, so that is the lighting we can get. So I'm sorry it's so dark, but I just wanted to show you what you get. Not so much for all the stuff he's showing off now. The last thing he took out was the game, and there is the, yeah, you cannot see anything. It's the soundtrack. And now we get to the important thing, is this little figurine thingy. It looks like it's made of metal, but I can tell you it's not, sadly. I thought it was metal when I saw the picture, but it's not. It's just painted, so it looks like. Right now he's taking it out of the plastic so you can get a better look at it. And there it is, if the camera wants to focus there. So it's a very detailed figurine. I am kind of jealous that I could not get it, but I want the game for PC, and in Denmark you cannot get it on PC. So that was a little unboxing. So let's get back to the game. As you can see here, I can press continue. I have cheated a bit and tried out the start of the game. But let's take a new game. And let's take 7 as the one I'm playing on YouTube. So I know the start is pretty long, and that's the reason I decided to do this stream today. And I'll try not to talk too much when they talk, because the story is kind of important for the game. And people with knowledge about medieval customs and stuff like that might get some small hints to points in the story throughout the game. A little spoiler, there is one point here in the beginning that actually tells you something that it will take a couple of hours to get to the point where you know this for sure, but you'll get a hint to it in the beginning. So it happens in Scalars in 1403 apparently. I really like the graphics. I'm only at medium graphics at this point because, as some of you know, my graphics card stopped working. So I'm down to a 960. 960 is pretty good, but it's not good enough to run this at max settings.
God bless. Same to you. Today's a scorcher.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
So, the thing I was talking about is actually, it has happened already.
Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother. Get up or I'll come get you up, you slugabed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
Yeah,
You've
just
been
a
at that
scratch.
sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that.
No,
I
never.
just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt.
I would
Now
never get
up,
hurt.
you rogue.
Ish. Chris started unexpected visit. Okay.
A fine state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
Nothing. Nothing at all, Mom. By means of the first two choices in this dialogue, you will select your character's default characteristics. If you're not satisfied with them, not to worry, all characteristics can be further developed without limitations. Nice. So what do I want to go with? Speed, agility, vitality, strength. I think strength is kind of important.
I was sweating in the forge all day yesterday, and then I was helping Fritz and Matthew with some errands. So I'd say I have a right to be a bit tired.
Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand.
No,
and
I would tell my mom
suspicious-looking character with a
everything.
sword who turned up in town recently.
I think a bit of vitality would be good. But then again, speed would also be good. I think I will go with vitality. I hope vitality gives you life.
Do you want a blow-by-blow account of everything we did? What's this, an interrogation?
All right. Sorry, son. It's just that I worry about you.
Thanks, Ma, but I'm not 4 years old.
I know, Hal. You've grown up in front of my eyes. It's hard to get used to it.
Have my friends been here?
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere, as usual.
Only the bee mother, you're misjudging them. My friends aren't drunk. They're drunks. My friends
Matthew
aren't
and Fritz
drunk.
aren't
They're
drunkards.
drunks.
I never said they were,
Yes,
did
yes,
I?
yes.
And if I really minded you going for a beer with them, I'd have put a stop to it long ago. I was young once too, you know. And your father was no angel when he was in Kuttenberg.
Give me an example.
Of course he wasn't.
You don't believe me? Ask him yourself.
Alright, I will.
You're not a boy anymore, Henry. You're a man, and it's time to start acting like one. Yesterday you promised your father you'd help at the forge. If you made yourself useful now and then, I wouldn't mind your mischief making
King.
so much.
Yeah, I love this game. I have to admit I have seen some of it. And besides that, I played the beginning before starting to stream. Then I realized how long it actually is and decided to make this live stream today. My plan was to have a video for everybody tomorrow with the unboxing in the beginning. I have an unboxing in the beginning of this stream. I'm hungry.
Can I get something to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
So I'm going through these, but it's mostly so people can get a idea of the story before
Is Father angry
the game
with you for
actually
sleeping
starts.
late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good.
Well,
He
I'm
always says his
doing
knees
pretty
ache
good,
when there's a
game.
storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
I was out today. I tried to get the collector's edition, but sadly in Denmark you cannot get it for PC. So I wanted it for PlayStation 4, but it was sold out, and Vicious got the only one they had left in the entire part of Denmark I live on. For Xbox, so he let me record the unboxing. He did, so that is what is in the beginning, the first 2 minutes of this stream.
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
But I really hope I can get
You're a
it
good lad.
for myself as well.
But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Yeah, no, end dialogue. Let's steal all the food. I'm so bad to with the entire fighting thingy, so I might actually need some of this food to sell. There. Apple. Apple. That. That. Bread. Apple. 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 And then let's eat that. Wasn't... Oh. On the press. Yeah, I hope that when I get to the point with making videos in this game, I can make them more interesting. But there's a lot of talking in the beginning, so I thought it would be easier just to I want a lockpick. Ah, never mind. Why not just steal everything? So, I have heard it's a good idea to have some food you can eat if you get hungry, so that's the reason I'm totally raiding this area, getting all the food I can. Free food is kind of a good thing, I think. Ooh, cheese. Ooh, bread. Isn't that more or less everything in here? I think so. Unless I can take the firewood. Nope. You never know. Yeah, that would be a good idea. Let's go talk to Father. Father.
What's the matter with you, Henry? Didn't you hear me calling you?
No, never. I kinda know that, more or less. So now people have a chance to read it. I had to do something. Sorry, I want to have a look around. I won't be ordered around. I think my father has a higher strength in me than me, and speed as well, because my speed is only 1. Sorry, I wanted to look around.
I was taking a stroll and lost track of time. Somehow I had a feeling I was seeing everything for the first time.
I kinda was.
How, my boy?
Oh, actually,
when are you
second.
going to get some sense? Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzig, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before.
One day,
Go and tell him to pay up,
I
at
will
least for the axe
complete
and hammer,
this.
and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure, I'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite.
I
The
like that
chamberlain
comment.
at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? Alright. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right,
Yeah.
so make sure Bianca
Actually,
draws
when
you a
they
nice
were
cool
still
look.
looking for backers
Run along
for
now,
the game,
work won't wait.
I was trying to see if I could get the money for the to be a backer, one of those that got a sword. Sadly, I couldn't get the money in time. When I finally had some money, not that it was enough anyway, but I had some money. They didn't have the need for backers anymore.
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Father
I
sent
think.
me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the
But
crossguard and grip. Father
Still,
had them engraved
I
in Sasau.
actually don't have
Right,
the
they're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over.
correct documents to
Beautiful
have a
work.
sword in
I've
Denmark.
never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Not that it's a big problem to
Where
get,
shall I
but
start?
Ah, shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After
well, your
today's work, the ale
father
might even
made
be
the
on me.
sword. Ask him to make one for you. How hard can it be? Just because he don't want you to fight. So, now when I have my own house, I am looking into getting that document so I can have swords, because I love swords. And it would be nice to have one hanging behind me in live streams and stuff like that.
Now I see you, I hope it will go even better.
That's okay, King. I will try to have a good live stream.
God save Henry.
Hey, Pip! Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
It was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when a son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world.
The world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Let's go.
Yes.
Alright, I wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
Okay. Even in stealth mode, I'm faster than you. Maybe I should walk around that bush. Dum, 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 dum. I can see sheep. Sheep. Hmm. Can I cannot steal a sheep. Oh, sad. So I am so terrible at fighting in this game, so I'm not sure what will happen when we get to the fighting part.
Get started?
I hope I will get better.
We can.
We can.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other,
And I might
show
make
me
a
everything I've
profile on my mouse with better settings.
very well. Let's start with the basics.
Because this,
Keep moving. Your life depends on it.
I think my mouse is too sensitive, maybe.
Alright. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself.
Are you sure about that?
Good. Good. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times. Good. 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 Let's try something else. One strike I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another. All right.
I don't know if running out of stamina makes you go up in whatever stamina is faster. But it seems like I'm still at least getting some kind of experience. Maybe giving me some stamina would be nice.
Nice.
Warfare, nice.
Good.
See, I don't have the biggest problem with sword fighting so far. My problem is more the unarmed
Careful.
fighting, which I'm supposed to do now. As I said, I have tried the intro a little bit. But I really love the look. English is I love the look of this town. The different houses and
Henry, I'm glad you stopped
different
by.
kind of room. Well, who are you? Since you
Good. Hey, look out! Folk these days. What are you doing?
did you just walk right through me? I thought the game was realistic. Oh, never mind. You.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
To beat you. Father sent me for money.
Father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
The father said that if he won't pay, at least get the money for the tools. So let's try that.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
You can accept death monthly pay. Pay your bondage. Let's take this. It will probably fail.
I know things aren't easy.
I only have one in speech.
Wife ran off. Booze is dear these days, and you're as much use as a square wheel. It's no wonder you're short of coin. But a debt's a debt, and I can't leave here without something.
You son of a whore. How dare you speak to me like that? Didn't your thieving father teach you any manners? No? Well,
Nope.
I'll teach you then.
Not at all.
Ah!
I don't know how to block his...
Jesus Christ!
Ooh, my strength went up. Come on, stamina. Stamina.
You whoreson!
Come on.
Doppeltele.
Okay, my unarmed went up.
Curse
Nice.
it.
I actually think I did it. This is the first time I have completed this, if I did it.
Enough! Enough! I give up. Take what you want. It's
Yay.
not much, but it's all I have. You understand?
I actually did something. So you pick up. So I know there's different ways to complete this. I have tried the other ways, but this way, it's the first time I actually managed to do it. And this way it's not stealing. Luckily for me. But he has nothing. Nothing at all. So you only have the stuff you take that you're supposed to get the money for. Or from. Do you sell charcoal? There's a big pile of charcoal, so I guess he sells it.
God be with you.
And God be with you. Okay, so charcoal, I'm supposed to get 10 charcoal. And then I'm supposed to sell, let's see, let's sell the cheese. No, not my shirt. And we can sell the axe, the hammer, the nails. What else? I have 50 apples. 50, that would be 10 would be 1, that would be 5. So let's sell the apples. And maybe the onions. And let's keep the bread. We can sell that as well. Bread and carrot. And soup. Then we have some food on us. Oh. That's not good. The trader have 20. So I have to go over to basket. 3.6, 3.6, 3.6. 3.6. Let's get us back some apples. Remove. What happens if we remove 10? Okay, 20 more. 6 and it's 0.1. So 6 more. Oh, then we have no money to haggle with. You know what? Let's take the last 14. I want to try to haggle. Just a bit. So the person
about the price?
has 20 coins all in all. Yep. And next side. Yep. Close. So if we go to 20.
Since it's you.
That's better. Drop in a bit more and we'll call it a deal.
19.5.
Aye, for that amount I can be persuaded.
He has half a coin left. Let's go in here. Yay, more story.
You can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tartars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be with you, Henry.
I'm with you, Matthew. What's going on here?
Deutsch is spouting shit.
What?
Just listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone
Let's see.
has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your deed will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
and don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but...
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do? I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
You're too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory? Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
Mm-hmm.
You think we should redecorate for him?
Count me in.
Decorating.
I'd rather torture,
I'm actually
to
kind
be
of
honest.
tired of that because the house.
Doing some tears will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Doing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king.
The king have coin and an army.
Are you with us?
You want me to take my hands into a big pile of horse shit and throw at a White House? Maybe the White House. Ah, never mind. I actually don't want to do it. I know every choice you make in this game affects something else. I don't want to do this.
Not that I don't want to teach the Deutsch a lesson, but I really don't have time.
Well, that's disappointing. Still, we can manage without you. Let's go, lads.
Honestly, hell. How could you possibly chance like this?
Easy. I pressed the button. Sorry, everybody. The realism disappeared for just a second there.
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
You do.
Your beauty, of course.
One thing you all need to learn about women:
I'm as honored as any simple
never
maid
tell
can
her
be.
you're there for beer.
And
Just
apart from my beauty,
tell her
what else might
something
your
else.
worship desire?
A picture for father.
I need
that
ale
was
for
what she
father.
asked for.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vaniak?
I suppose. He is a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be
I'm pretty
happy
sure I
when
have
he's gone
talked
for
to
good.
him.
But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What
Yeah,
use would that
I
be
have.
to you?
Enough. You sound just like father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so?
Ooh,
Now what would
that
that
sounds
be?
interesting.
Your favorite Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
I will. Ooh, 3 bottles of snaps. Let's go to father and give him the stuff he wants. The reason I took the snaps last is so the pitch is not getting warm, because father said I had to get back before it got warm. So let's see here. Dum, dum, dum. Father, I have the things you want. About the things you want. No, let's actually ask him about Kuttenberg. That was what the mom was talking about.
What did you actually do in Kuttenberg?
Oh, all sorts. You had to be able to put your hand to anything if you wanted to make a living. But I was never far from iron.
I'd like to see Kuttenberg sometime.
I'll take you there one day, never fear. It's a beautiful city. But in the end you'll learn the best places here by the Sassau. We've kind nobles, fertile land, and plenty of everything.
And do you know Sir Radzig well?
We've known each other long enough.
Nice, nice. About the
About
things you
time.
wanted.
Have you got everything I wanted?
Never. Of course I
I
have.
have charcoal,
Otherwise I
the
wouldn't
hilt,
get back.
and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us.
The sword.
Look at that, lad. That's what I call.
I would love to have this sword in real life.
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe?
Yeah,
Lord Radzig ordered it.
probably.
Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have we got the charcoal? Good. Fire up the
Well,
forge.
Father, could you
Put it
then
all
make
together.
a prettier one for me?
By the way, I heard some gossip about what happened to Deutsch. I expect you know something about it.
Maybe.
Maybe? Someone threw dung at Deutsch's freshly lime-washed house, maybe? And maybe those cronies of yours had something to do with it?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? Look, I don't know if you're mixed up in this or if it's just those friends of yours. It's all the same to me. But I have a trade to run. The German pays well. And having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. Do you understand? Yes.
Nope.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
Nope.
I understand.
Good.
Okay, I
We'll
might
never
be
have
a
this conversation
bit
again.
too modern.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of the king?
Does that boy ever listen to a word I say? So
Probably
Deutsch
not.
spouts
He's a boy.
so what? You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth, not your fists.
I'm not sure. I kind of want to use a bow and arrow. Does that
The furnace is
work?
ready.
Right, we'll do the grip.
Maybe if I write letters in the arrow shaft.
I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing.
I hope he knows what he's doing.
Do it.
Otherwise that can hurt.
Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
File it down. Okay. How do I do that? And do I get skills for that? I don't hope I can... I hope I cannot break it. I thought he said file. Not
Father,
cut.
why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague, and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about
Kind of
Sigismund?
understandable.
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
Wooden part. And then you put some leather or something around that, and you have a nice sword. But I'm pretty sure that part should get on last. and hold the leather, but I'm not 100% sure. But
magnificent.
I believe
Indeed
it's that way.
The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
I already stole them earlier.
Henry, are you alright?
What are you laughing at?
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering. Will you be going to the dance this evening?
Hell, she's jealous. Can't you hear it?
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
It is. Of course. 2 men in a blacksmith, and of course, that's what
Fine
we're
lass, eh?
looking at.
Now, stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire.
Pretty sure that's not a trial by fire. I'm pretty sure that's where you heat it up and cool it down.
We did a fine
And
job.
if the iron
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
breaks, it's not good enough.
Well, those days are gone,
And
sir.
I believe it's pretty early in the
You haven't lost your skills, though.
build. I could be wrong again.
Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a
Let
commoner?
him try it.
Yeah, make a fool of yourself.
You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Sir Istvan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished
I
swordsmith
would
working
love
in a
to
place
have
like
that
this.
sword.
A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to
probably
listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Why is everybody saying that my father is a
Once
master?
it's ready, send your son up to
swordsmith?
me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
There has to be a story there. Hope they have it somewhere
It's
in
been
the
an honor,
storyline.
Sir Istvan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history.
That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Somebody has to
Will you
know
teach me
the
how to
story.
use it like Sir Radzik said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
Let's see.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
You don't want to know. lot of horses. That is actually kind of a big army with a lot of different banners. Let me guess, Sigismund. And some bald person. Wasn't that the mother?
Listen to me, Hal. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
And what about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzik. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Sword lessons earlier. Pulled that sword the correct way. Try to imagine watching the city you grew up in burn to the ground.
Move it, people!
Just hours after you were running around.
Thank God! Get inside quick! We have to shut the gates! Get ready, people! Come on!
Doing everyday stuff.
Mad? You can't go back! Get through the gates!
A blacksmith that actually knows how to use a sword like that. He's not an everyday blacksmith. Everyday smith. Oh hell. Oh my god. The father has to get hit by a sword once and she's getting poked by what, 7, 8 guys with different pointy things. I did see a spear and a sword at least.
Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run!
Let's see.
Find a horse! Ride to town, Lurk! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moat! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
I will do what you're saying. Actually, I will just run. Run, Forrest, run! No, Henry. Run, Henry, run! So, Ratchet. What am I doing? Oh, it's actually in my inventory. Nice. Run. And I will show all of you how to get an achievement down here. Get some stamina back, Henry. So down here, I don't remember who it is. One of the YouTubers I watched that also played this game. I watched them before I played the game, but there's how to control the horse. But down here, if you press X, they notice you. Then you steal the horse, and you have an achievement. I already had the achievement, so I'm not sure it actually popped up. But you get an achievement. For doing that. And another video. There's a lot of them in the beginning. Don't worry, they will get less and less the further along in the story we get. Or at least that's how I have experienced it, by watching. And to sprint with the horse, you double tap shift. And
left. Hamburg is to the left.
This game, if you die, you start from the beginning again. Of course, if you load the latest save game,
they'll kill you all.
You will not start from the beginning. You will of course start from the latest save game. Ouch. So we are getting hunted by three archers on horse.
Run for it.
Run for it. Run, Henry, run. No, it's a horse. So let's see.
Run for it.
Yeah. This travel thingy actually takes a little bit of time, but it's actually not as bad as it could be. Let's get some stamina back here. Ouch. And there. Another video. It's kind of every minute or something like that. So if anybody knows what language they're talking, I would like to know it. So if you recognize the language in the text down there, oh, when he speaks, I would like to know what language it is.
Quickly, we're closing the gate.
Yeah, and the first couple of videos will be medium settings. As soon as I get a new graphics card, I will try to increase the quality.
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz.
They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tartars?
Tartars, you say? Yeah. Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
I don't know.
Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out.
That gotta hurt.
Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone.
They really
it only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before.
In this game.
War is a good teacher.
It's a nice arrow.
Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage?
I really like his armor. Maybe I should try and steal it from him.
Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe.
Yeah.
What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us.
No problem.
Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Nice. Okay, game is saved. So everybody, I will stop the stream here. I hope everybody enjoyed. But the game is just saved, and we just have to eat and sleep. And I know there's a lot more talking. But yeah, I think the best place to stop is here. We just finished talking with them. Then eat, sleep, there's some talking there, and yeah. Next episode will be a video, I think. Unless I decide to make like half an hour stream or something like that. I'm not sure I can record or stream tomorrow, but if I have time I will do like I have done today and stream something, I think. But have a nice day everybody, and I will be back as soon as I can.